Throughout history, the United States and the United Kingdom have had a complex relationship that has seen its fair share of disagreements and misunderstandings. Here are some noticeable moments where the U.S. has irked the British people. 1. The American Revolution. The prime example of British frustration is the American Revolution, where the American colonies fought for independence from British rule. This declaration of freedom and the subsequent loss for the British was a significant blow to their pride and power. 2. War of 1812. This conflict was another sore spot for the British, as the U.S. sought to assert its independence and sovereignty against British interference. The burning of Washington, D.C. by British forces in 1814 left a bitter taste in the mouths of many Brits. 3. Monroe Doctrine. The proclamation of the Monroe Doctrine in 1823, warning European powers to stay out of the affairs of the Western Hemisphere, was seen as an affront to British interests and influence in the region. 4. Manifest Destiny. The idea that it was America's destiny to expand across the continent, even at the expense of Native American tribes and Mexican territories, did not sit well with the British, who viewed it as aggressive expansionism. 5. World War I. The U.S. was reluctant to join the war effort alongside the British and other allies, only entering the conflict in 1917 after significant pressure. This delay frustrated the British, who had been fighting for years and wanted American support. 6. World War II. Again, the U.S. was slow to join the war, waiting until the bombing of Pearl Harbor in 1941 to enter the conflict. The British, who had been fighting the Axis powers for years, felt let down by the delay in American assistance. 7. Post-war decolonization. As the British Empire began to collapse in the post-World War II era, the U.S. supported decolonization movements in various British colonies, which strained relations between the two countries. 8. Suez Crisis. In 1956, the U.S. opposed the UK's intervention in the Suez Crisis, leading to a diplomatic rift between the two nations. The British felt abandoned by their closest ally in a time of need. 9. Falklands War. During the Falklands War in 1982, the U.S. initially tried to remain neutral in the conflict between the UK and Argentina, causing frustration in Britain. Eventually, the U.S. supported the UK, but the initial hesitation left a mark. 10. Special relationship strains. Over the years, differences in foreign policy, trade disputes, and diverging priorities have strained the special relationship between the U.S. and the UK, leading to moments of frustration and tension between the two all. In conclusion, while the U.S. and the UK have a deep and long-standing alliance, there have been times throughout history where the actions and decisions of the United States have caused frustration and even anger among the British people. These moments highlight the complexities of international relations and the challenges of maintaining strong partnerships in an ever-changing world.